it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery. If you're anything like me, you have a sourdough starter somewhere in your house. Whether it's sitting on the counter for lots of baking or it's resting in the refrigerator. My sourdough starter, Blobbert here, has been around for over 4 years and we have had lots of adventures. We love our sourdough starter. Did you know that your flock can benefit from your sourdough starter as well? Yeah, you can offer your flock Sourdough Discard, and it's going to give them the same benefits that we get from eating our sourdough baked goods. Sourdough is full of lots of good enzymes and vitamins and good gut bacteria that is not only good for us, but it's great for our flock as well. If I'm doing a lot of baking and I have a lot of discard, I will make a separate jar with my sourdough discard, and that's what this jar is right here. And my sourdough is really active, so even the discard is doing a lot of growing in here. This is about 2 days worth of discard. When I have about a jar that's half full, then I make my treat for my flock. Let's take a little bit of a closer look of what I add into my sourdough treat for my flock. So there's different ways that you can offer your sourdough discard to your flock. You can give it to them just straight discard. You can mix it in with their food. You can also make them a kind of a treat bowl, which is what I like to do. So I have some containers here, and these are ones that I use for my flock because they're easy to clean and I know to keep them separate. And I also have a lid that goes on here too to make it easier to get out to the coop. I start by taking my discard and I'm going to dump it into the bottom of my container here. Oh, I love that sourdough starter smell. And as I mentioned, this is about 2 days worth of discard, and I have a pretty good sized flock. So I've got over 20 birds. So it's okay to offer this much. Look at the bubbles in there. That is so active. I love it. So I make a good amount when I'm going to take it out to give to the flock so everybody gets a chance to taste it. If your flock is a little bit smaller, you may want to cut down the portions just a little bit. This is pretty watery. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water in here just to thin it down a little bit. All right, so there's the water all mixed in. And as I mentioned, you can just take this out and give it to the flock as is. Because it's the winter, I like to offer the flock a little bit of extra treats. So I'm going to add in some cut up apple pieces that I had left over from breakfast. I'm just gonna stir this around in here. And I'm also going to mix into here a little bit of oats, because again, it's winter time and this is a little bit of a treat for them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there, and there's some dried fruit in there as well. All right, here's what everything looks like all mixed together. At this point, I'll take a look at it. If it feels a little bit thick to me, I may add a little bit of extra water in there. But I think this is a really good consistency for the flock. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the lid on here, and when it's time to go outside and feed the flock, I'm going to put this in as a treat for them. Hopefully I've given you some inspiration on how to use your sourdough starter with your flock. They will love the good, rich treat from you. If you have any questions, be sure to let us know in the comments below. As always, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that bell so you're the first to know every time a new video has been released. Thank you so much for watching.